What's going on, guys? So today I want to give you another training video. I know you guys been liking it and shooting the comments down there. So what I will be doing today is a lower body strength component exercise. So we're working heavy efforts. We're going to work sets of maximal doubles. We're going to do that on the Anderson squat. I'll also be doing some accessory work and then making sure that, again, we're working through all those planes of motion that I need to get stronger in. And then after that, we're going to do some pad work. So follow along. Let's get it. All right. Let's go for a walk. So in the beginning of the training, I like to do more of a warm up here. This is just sled drags. You guys know I like to do a lot of sled variations, as you can see with all my videos. But for the most part, what I'm doing here is just kind of warming up my body. It's hot as shit out here, so I'm just working on activating the hamstrings, the glutes. As I step forward, I'm pulling with my hamstrings. And again, every step is kind of like a start step. So we're gonna walk all the way down. We're gonna go about 100 yards down and back. So it'll be 200. And then get inside, start warming up for the squats. I had a long drive. I live about an hour away from the gym, so I like to get out there and work on extension because I'm in that flex state when I'm driving. So I'll do the sleds and then I'll probably do a couple of reverse hypers just to get me going, and we'll hop on the squat again. Again, this isn't really heavy weight. What I'm doing is just with the plate on there, I'm just working on being able to increase that contractibility of the muscles that are working, and also just get a little bit of mobility here, longer strides, open up for more range of motion. And then again, like I said, I'll go and do some reverse hypers to get that extension back for the posterior chain, activate the posterior chain, spinal erectors, glutes, hamstrings for the work ahead in the squat. All right, guys, so you know, everybody knows I like to work with the reverse hyper. I do it for my accessory work, I do it for my warm-ups. But the goal here, again, is just to get range of motion, to get activation of the posterior chain. This has single-handedly, along with good mornings, single-handedly helped my deadlift out tremendously. So this, coupled with the good mornings in all different variations, skyrocketed my deadlift. So again, deadlift was my worst lift, primarily with the bench, squat, and deadlift. Brought that up with the reverse hyper and different variations of good mornings. So with the Anderson squat, the reason why I set these up on these pins at this position is because this is my weakest part or position inside the squat. So once you see, as I get to here, right, a lot of it's leg drive. I'm strong out the bottom because of my hips and my hamstrings. But once I get about mid-range, you're working through your quads. So I'm gonna set it up at a dead stop, concentric only, with the SSB bar so it's sitting up high, and I'm gonna drive that shit up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to a max double. So I'm gonna work my way up, go to a max double, then back off of it for about 10% and try to do another AMRAP, as many reps as possible. Then I'll go ahead and get into some more supplemental work and some accessories. So let's get it. All right, so right now at my weakest position, again, like I told you, I'm good out of the hole. Even on boxes, when I have a foam box or even with a hard box, there's two different ways of doing it. I'm good off the box because of my hips and my hamstrings are strong. It's that mid-range to like right out of the hole is where I need more work. So I'm at my weakest position. This is a 70-pound bar, so you're looking at 430 of bar weight, and then it's 20 pounds each chain on each side. There's 2 chains each side, so you got 80 pounds of chain. So at the top, you're looking at 505, 510, give or take, at the top. All right, so from mid-range up, you're looking probably around 485, and then all the way up, you're looking at about 510. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, so this is a staple in our facility. Me and this young lady, you guys know who this is, Maureen Shea. See this hat right here? It kind of solidifies us in general. So if you are not a lion, you're not allowed to be here. Get this fucking go. All right, so did a drop down set there, took a 45 off and the 10 off. So we worked with 3 plates and then the chain weight, did an AMRAP set. Nick, how much did I do? I don't remember. A fuck ton, that's what we're gonna say. I did a lot.
More than enough.
Yeah, that's it. So since we knocked that out, again, I like to do drop down sets just to get the overall volume down. Again, I go over all this shit in my mentorship program, all the protocols, all my methods and stuff. So if you wanna go ahead and get on that, let me know, hit the description down below. We'll get you in there. But now I'm gonna go ahead, do supplemental lift. We're gonna go sumo or straight leg sumo deadlift with a horizontal band tension. So we got the horizontal bands or the 45-degree bands so we can pull back and get that tactile cue to work towards pulling back on the bar. But we're only working on our hips now since we worked a lot of the quads here. Now we're gonna work on hips and hamstrings in that position, okay? So it's gonna be a stiffer leg, slight bend in the knee, and then we're pulling through where the bands are pulling you forward. Let's get after it. All right, so here's one of the supplemental lifts that I like to do. This one is again for hips and hamstrings. As you can see, it's more of an RDL based movement with a wide stance or a sumo stance, slightly bent legs. I'm working on pulling the bar towards me with my lats. That's why we have that band tension doubled up over the bar. What I'm actually trying to do is trying to increase the strength pulling backwards. So again, I'm trying to pull back on that bar as much as I can for about 6 to 8 reps. Again, I'm trying to get hypertrophy here, but also trying to get hypertrophy and also maximizing the potential for my muscles to fire effectively in this range of motion. Again, it's really good if you have a lot of guys that can't really or don't have the upper back strength and also need more hip and hamstring strength. So for this, I like to do it just basically so that I can feel that weight being pulled forward. I can work on my lats. I can work on my placement of my spine, trying to maintain that neutral spine as much as possible. And then again, it's just gonna help my sumo deadlift. So that's why I like to do it.
And I'm gonna help you make sure the shit is right.
Yeah, but you're the queen.
Yeah, I'm not. What's my lowest six up?
Queen. All right, so now I'm working on the belt squat, box squat with my feet a little closer. The reason why I have the foam there though is it allows me to absorb that kinetic energy, and I'm trying to drive off the box with my quads, more of a leg movement. I got the band tension at the top here and then 3 plates on each side, so 6 plates total. You're looking at about 50 pounds at the top and then whatever it is on the belt squat itself. So I don't know, what's 6 plates? Fucking weight, yeah, whatever. Honestly, it's not even really about the weight, it's about the tension on the muscle and the ability to explode out of the hole. So I'm working on the contractibility from a static to dynamic position. So the rate of force is there with the quads, and I'm getting some volume in there for hypertrophy too as well. The good thing about this though with the box squat is it breaks up the eccentric concentric chain, so it's not gonna be as taxing on my nervous system, along with the fact that I won't get as sore from a muscular damage perspective. And a lot of times, if you look at the studies, muscular damage doesn't always equate to hypertrophy. So we're making it happen here, throwing a little bit of science into it. But at the end of the day, it's all about putting in the intent, like I said. Mo looks like she's ready to hurt somebody. I was like, yeah, she'll fucking knock out a grown man. It's like, I'm glad. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it, hope you got something from it. Hit the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow Maureen too as well. What's your Instagram name? All right, there you go. We're gonna put it in the link. Also put it probably on the video somewhere. Nick, make it happen, please, sir. And I will see you again next time. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification, make sure you hit the like button because I know you're gonna like this video. I'll see you again next time, peace.